Hey Scorpio, welcome to the Forgiving Tarot. This is your June 2025 reading for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. Check out your placements to get a message that most resonates with you. I'm not telling you what to do. The Oracle's not telling you what to do. Ultimately, you have free will. Therefore, you make the best decision for you and those involved. If you're cross-watching or you yourself, Scorpio, feel that the roles are in the reverse, please reverse them, take what applies and leave what doesn't. It's a general reading, not a private reading, so it may resonate, may not resonate. Please be aware of that. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, and donating. It's greatly appreciated. So you might be dealing with an Aries, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Doesn't have to be. Maybe you have this in your placements. It seems like you are taking care of yourself is what it looks like to me. Especially if you are the feminine energy. I also feel like a sense of somebody not wanting to let you go. Maybe even a possessiveness. All right, Scorpio, what's coming for you in the month of June 2025? Scorpio. Could be dealing with a Virgo too. Just got that. You have the 10 of Cups as your overall energy. This is the card of happily ever after. It is harmony between you and another person. This is perhaps even an alliance if this is not related to love. Some sort of partnership that goes well. I also feel like, because I'm looking at the path in this card, the path to this. So perhaps some of you are single and you're going down the path of a better relationship, a healthier relationship. Let's see what these oracle cards say. Sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. Oh, it's blurry. And passion, insane chemistry, like each other, equally having fun. All right, so let's see what else. Currently, you have the 5 of Pentacles. There might be financial issues. For some of you, this 5 of Pentacles, somebody could be feeling left out in the cold. We'll see what else. It's a sense of lack. The challenge is the Queen of Cups. This could be your energy. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. The challenge could also be being open to receiving some sort of love or emotions. We'll see. It's all happening because of the Knight of Swords. Could be dealing with an Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. I almost feel like a sense of somebody did it to themselves. You might be saying this. 3 of Swords in the past. What the heck? Clearly some sort of heartache, painful situation, disappointment. On your mind, you have the 2 of Pentacles trying to figure out what to do, but in a practical way too. What makes sense to you is what it looks like to me. 4 of Swords is your outcome, which is the card of taking a pause, taking a break, taking a freaking vacation. It is also a card of healing, of prayer, meditation. So let's go ahead and take a look at what this 10 of Cups is. Why is this 10 of Cups here as the overall energy? I also get a sense of trying to work something out or just communicate on a friendly level. All right, 7 of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Ace of Cups, 7 of Pentacles at the bottom. For some of you, you might be looking at options, seeing which one is a good investment for you. Others of you, you're wondering if a new beginning in love will lead to this 10 of Cups, to something that's healthy, to something that's emotionally stable and secure. There has been some sort of struggle with these 2 sevens showing up. I also feel feel like you're very much in the present moment, or at least trying to be, in regards to this 10 of Cups. Let me see what else comes out. What is this 5 of Pentacles? It's in your current energy. King of Wands, Aries, Sag, Leo, the Knight of Cups, and there's the 3 of Cups. I'm not surprised that it's here, the 3 of Cups, because the 10 of Cups is here, 7 of Cups, 10 minus 7 is 3, 8 of Wands. Somebody is trying to approach you, maybe trying to have a good time with you or take you out, or maybe this is about a reconciliation. I also feel like something isn't enough. So for some of you, somebody, either you or somebody else, somebody is feeling left out in the cold. I also get the sense of, if things are kind of going in the right direction, there's still this sense of not really, like there's a sense of lack. I can't get over that. And for some of you, you feel either a person or a situation, a circumstance or something like this. It's just like, it's not fulfilling you as you thought it would. Why is the Queen of Cups here? Why is that the challenge? 5 of Swords, the Empress, 9 of Swords, 9 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so I think the challenge here is either to give your heart a break, or that's what you're trying to do, and you haven't just fully achieved it 100% yet. Because I think you were dealing with a situation where there were either mind games with this 5 of Swords, or a sabotage situation, or somebody, you know, just doing whatever they wanted, not really caring about you. And I feel like you've grown from this. I feel like you've understood your own worth. For some of you, that's what this whole situation was about. Maybe for a light switch to come on, for you to be like, wait a minute, I'm worth more than what I'm tolerating. But there is some sort of stress that is causing. For some of you, there might be a maternal figure that's causing issues. I almost feel like you look at the Empress card, and the Empress card is this beauty, creativity, abundance, newness. It's, I don't even know if I'm using the word properly. It's like this gregarious energy. I think I'm using it right. I'm not sure. And she's right in between this card of a shit show, not being able to trust, mind games, it's not focusing properly, and stress and worry and anxiety, and she's just stuck in the middle of this. And I feel like what she's wanting, right, between the 5 and the 9, there's a 4 of Swords, and the 4 of Swords is your outcome. So whatever the challenge is for you right now, your outcome is not is getting out of that challenge. It's finding that peace. 9 of Cups, just wanting to feel happy, just wanting to feel content, even wanting to like fulfill yourself. Well, what about me? Filling up your own cup. Why is this Knight of Swords here? Because that's in the foundation. This could be almost somebody's attitude. 9 of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles, the Devil, Capricorn energy, the World card here, which the World can also represent Capricorn because it is Saturn. And it does represent fixed signs. So Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo. Just throwing it out there. I feel like in the foundation here is this attainment of this security, of this stability, but something is just toxic with this Devil card. I almost feel like you might be dealing with a situation where somebody is coming in, but their actions, like, great, they have good intentions, but their actions are just It doesn't match up to the intention. Like you could say, you know what, I don't know. Let's say it was your birthday and your partner intended to get you a gift, flowers. I don't know, I'm giving you an example. Intended to give you flowers, but they didn't. And it's like, great. Your intention doesn't really matter. It's the action. It's like that saying, and I've said this before actually in a personal reading. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Great. At this point, intentions don't matter. I feel like you're so focused or trying to be focused more on your own happiness, on your own stability, your own growth, your own worth, not in a selfish way, not in a, screw you, I hate you, not in that type of way. It's just more of a realization of like, there's nothing else I can do but take care of myself, because who else is going to take care of you if you're taking care of everyone else, or you're being considerate to everyone else? Thanks, Reaction King. Welcome back. All right, what is this Three of Swords in the past? What is your sign, Reaction King? Because I see you in almost all the videos, and I'm wondering if that's just all your signs. I'm going to take a guess and say you're a Libra, or you have it in your chart, but I could be wrong. The Tower, the Death card, and the Hierophant, Ace of Swords. Yeah, I was going to say Libra, but I don't know. I could definitely be wrong. I mean, I don't know you like that, so that's just like... All right, so Tower, Death, Hierophant. You have Scorpio energy here. You have Taurus. And Taurus is 7th of you, right? I feel like there has been a lot of changes to how you view certain things. Super wrong. A softie. Oh, that could be anything. Are you a water sign? A softie, that could be Pisces, Cancer. They usually say that Capricorns are, like, externally they're not softies, but inside they're just big teddy bears. Maybe even Taurus is like that. Okay. Yeah, I feel like in the past there was definitely this shift in your own beliefs about certain things. I don't know if it's about relationships in particular, or the way you handle pain, disappointment. I feel like there's a lot of growth, a lot of learning here with this Hierophant. For some of you, this was a long-term commitment or something that had that potential or felt that way. For some of you, this situation has made you furious, has brought a lot of anger. Cancer, Sun, Pisces, rising. There could have been also issues with communication. All right, what is this Two of Pentacles? Andy! No, I wouldn't say Scorpio is a soft sign. I would say... I would say that Scorpio at a higher vibration. Like a good Scorpio is more, I don't know if the word is compassionate, because of the fact that you guys aren't scandalized by a lot of things that might scandal others. All right, so The Two of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Wow, the Queen. And the Six of Pentacles, Six of Cups. This is, I would say, Scorpio, that this is definitely some sort of soul connection, soulmate connection. There is, let's say if we're not going to go down the route of soulmates and stuff like that, there has definitely been a connection at a deeper level. There's been some vulnerability already expressed here. Like even knowing certain things about each other that others may not know. There's that type of closeness. I wouldn't be surprised if the Lovers card showed up. There's still a holding on here. But on your mind with this Two of Pentacles, could there be a third party involved? I mean, maybe. But I'm not seeing that as necessarily the bigger thing here. The Chariot, the Wheel of Fortune, there's the Lovers. Bro, I called it. I fucking called it. Ah! Oh my goodness. Cancer, Gemini. There is such a strong connection here, and it's so much at a deeper level. I also get the sense of if somebody just would just stop being an idiot, they we could have this happily ever after. So as of right now, for some of you, you might be faced with the idea of either reconciling or dropping this. But the reconciling is more of, will this change? Will this be different? Because there is this sense of togetherness of like, okay, if I feel like this is supposed to happen and we're supposed to be together, or we do belong together, why is this not working out? Why is this not? Because sometimes before the whole togetherness happens, the individual grows, and that's what's meant to happen first, and then the togetherness happens. What's at the bottom? Eight of Cups. I think you're in this between of, do I emotionally detach or do I just walk away? Do I continue giving to this? Is this going to move forward? Is this even practical? Can we work this out? Because at this point, it's not just about, feelings and togetherness, but does this even make sense? What is this Four of Swords as your outcome? The Two of Swords, the Judgment, the Ace of Wands. There's the King of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Doesn't have to be. It could just be somebody who's very aloof, or maybe somebody who's not really displaying their emotions, whatever. If there is a lack of communication, there will be. I feel like with this Ace of Wands here, there might even be, like a gesture expressing passion, or somebody is going to want to be physically intimate. You might not even see this coming. For some of you, you're not even doing anything. and this happens. For some of you, this has already happened, this outcome. Tell me more about this. King of Cups, the Fool, the Justice card. Because the love is still there. Somebody still wants to make things right. Let's start this over. Libra energy. For some of you, you're emotionally detached. You've already walked away from this. For some of you, you're physically present, but emotionally not there. Oh, did you? That's cool. Yes, the Aquarius. I do recall you saying that. Let me see what else. There's the Fool, the Justice, and the Six of Wands. There will be communication. It could even be like, hey, can we work this out? For some, it's just like, because of the Page of Pentacles, some it could just be like some sort of, hey, how's it going? How's the weather? Kind of thing. Practical communication with that Page of Pentacles. I feel like this is a second chance here. This is starting things, but will this go in a good way? Because I feel like that's what you're trying to contemplate. Knight of Wands, the High Priestess, Nine of Cups, Two of Cups, Temperance. I don't know, Scorpio, to me this looks like it's not that bad. But then again, you know, with tarot, we could be reading into the future, but it really depends on someone's free will. Because look, if I tell you, hey, yeah, there's a potential here, this person really wants a new beginning, they think it's going to happen, they think it's going to be successful, and there's love here. You could be like, great, this is what I wanted, this is what I've been trying to manifest, but at this point, I'm at the point of like not really caring anymore. And something within you could just be like, I don't know if I want this. And then that won't align. For some, it's like, oh yeah, I really do want this, but I can't drop my fear of the shit show happening again, or I can't drop the fear of commitment, or I can't whatever. Let me see something else here. King of Cups, Queen of Swords, the Strength card. Six of Cups, the Seven of Swords, the Ace of the Queen of Wands. Yeah, I feel like this is more of an issue of what had happened in the past, or someone's past, or someone is afraid of the connection, someone is holding back. Is love there? Yeah. Is there practicality? Yes. Is there a sense of looking at the situation logically? Yes. But again, I feel like this is a lot of this has to do with understanding your self-worth. This person could also be very stubborn. My way or the highway type of person. Or has control issues. Why this here? This person probably needs some sort of therapy. to say, look, Scorpio, if you want to repeat this cycle, if this is a repeating thing, or if you want to try it out, I'm going to say go for it. However, stay in the mindset that you're in of this self-worth, of growing from the situation, of understanding that, you know, you can't lose yourself. Like, almost like the idea of don't settle so quickly. Kind of like you have a different set of eyes for the same situation. So it could go differently. And I feel like that's not a bad idea to experience it. You know, it's different if you are reconciling, but you still have the same approach to the person, or you still get triggered every time the person does whatever. And probably rightfully so to be triggered. But it's, I don't know, there's something different here now for you. Do they want this? Yes, I can't say that they don't, because the cards have been saying, yes, take a leap of faith, and yes, wanting to work things out. But there's other shit that I feel like this individual is dealing with, or maybe you, or just together. There's just other things that are a little bit in the way. He can't avoid me forever. There might also be, if there's anything like in regards to work, if you're looking for work messages, I feel like that's going to happen. It might actually be more work, because I did see the Ace of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, so that can represent maybe a new position or whatever, a new way of making money, or something that's more profitable, and it's going to require a little extra labor or hard work. But I feel like the overall message here is to don't chase, attract. I feel like that's so cliche. But with the Four of Wands as your outcome, I feel like that's kind of like, take a break from stressing and tolerating certain things that you would not allow your child to tolerate with another person, or your friend, or whatever. There's something here of needing to focus more on your own worth, security, stability, creativity even. So I think I'm going to leave it there. Reaction King. By the way, my name is Deb, short for Deborah. So let's see what the Wisdom Oracle, Chakra Wisdom Oracle deck says for your advice and clarity. Oh, all right. It looks like you're getting 3 cards, because we have the card of impartiality, and I normally take out 2 cards. Okay. And Vanity and Enlightenment. That card has not come out in a while, Enlightenment. All right, so I'm going to read Impartiality. And that says, I'm just going to read the story, and then in the short section, I'll read the description and the little question for, food for thought kind of thing. So, Impartiality. Bahana is the wise dictator from the town of Beige. She is known for settling disputes fairly. One day, 2 neighbors are arguing about what color to paint their fence. Bahana gives each of them a can of paint and instructs them to paint their side of the fence the color that the other neighbor wants. She knows that when they can color the world their world with the love of their neighbor's eyes, they will understand and accept one another. The card is about neutral position, allowing things to unfold, standing in another's shoes, uplifted communication, guide, open-minded, and fairness. Okay. Yeah, I guess there could be a sense of understanding one another, collaborating. But I also get the sense of like there's been already enough understanding on your part. All right, so let's move on to vanity. Okay. Vanity, and it says, Crystal, Peter, and Mike are at a party in Mike's posh home, toasting success in their business. A mysterious old man appears and asks them whether they prefer gluttony or generosity. Puzzled, none of them answers. He reminds them that more does not mean better, and they laugh. Suddenly, they are alone, far from the party in rising water. We're getting more, cries Peter. Rain falls and the water rises faster. Play, shouts Crystal. We must do well with what we have. As they begin to have fun in the water, the rain stops. This card is about environmental tension, living in illusion, self-doubt, power to change, lesser companions, empty conversations, faith, awareness, and transformation. I'm not sure if any of these are making sense, Scorpio, but I'm reading them. It's going to make sense to somebody. All right, enlightenment. Topaz is a renowned spiritual teacher. People travel to hear his wisdom. He is journeying up a mountain to seek private counsel with a great servant when a young boy stops him. The boy asks, if enlightenment is to be found in my own mind, how do I get there? The moment before he disappears into the mist, Topaz replies, through your fears. So this card is about path to enlightenment, the reluctant sage, taking time alone to connect, trusting your intuition, needing solitude, time for reflection, support, courage, and confidence. This is why I like to read the little description and then the question, because I think it gives a little more as opposed to just reading the story, but I'm throwing it out there so in case, you want to know a little bit more and you don't hop on to the short section. So, I'm going to leave it there, Scorpio, if you resonated. And thanks for being here, Andy and Reaction King. If it resonated, of course, let me know down in the comments down below. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll catch you guys next time. The official ambassador of the mulatto race. Wait, I've seen this name before. You're welcome, Andy. Andy is my twinsy. And hey, official ambassador. Okay, so I'm going to close that off. I will do the short and then Sagittarius. Hopefully I have time for that. So hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.